And hello everybody, welcome back to another session of Anno 1800, and well, we got lots of work to do. First of all, I'm a bit happy now that we are more or less at peace with most of the world for now. Of course, there is a brewing conflict in the underground. We still also, of course, have the open war with Miss Hunt, so this is not going to change. We still need to be quite careful there, especially here in the New World, where it's very important that we keep the current territory that we have. Why is that? Well, because of the oil, the coffee and the sugarcane. So those are the three major factors here that we need. So the coffee, as we can see, we have, for example, here in Maribu, as well as the sugarcane. We have the coffee then in Playa del Carmen, and we have the oil, and the oil is so important for the electricity. So we need to keep these territories safe. What we've done here in Maribu is we have now the defense up and running. So we got 3 mounted guns, so it's going to be very hard for someone to actually attack this one. Of course, it's totally possible, but then we can just send our fleet as well to help, right? So we do have a few means here of defense. Another thing is that my clipper now has arrived here in Playa del Carmen. So also here we can now build these mounted guns, and I'm totally up for that. So we're going to have them a bit further outside here, and let's have 3 of them for now. Righto, this is a nice little defense that we have there, and this should definitely keep people away, especially also raise our military score. So let's just have a look at that. Here we are, and as we can see, we have climbed. So Hugo was 2 times stronger than us, and now we are closing the gap here. We're also way stronger now economically wise, but this is rather obvious because of Crown Falls, right? So the economy is rather obvious. The AI is still though stronger with the military in most cases, but we are catching up there. This is the important thing. Now, we have a bit of work to do. First of all, we want in the new world, we want to advance with our people here, right? So they still want something, that is the fried plantains. Let's give it to them, shall we? The good thing is, here in Playa del Carmen, we do have plantain fertility. The problem, on the other hand, is that, well, we don't have that much space. But look at that. We have drummed out down here from Miss Hunt, and we're going to need that. Oh, this is not my island, fortunately, because I think Princess Ching is losing another island there yet again. Look at with what force Miss Hunt is already in Crown Falls. She's got a few ships out there. I myself have a few ships, but I'm not entirely sure that I can really pick it up with her if she would go with a direct conflict. What we can do though is we can and we should take this island here. Reason for that is place or space. We don't have that much space, right? And we do need quite a few products. Let's go for it. 3 ship of the lines should be fine for this one to take. She's got a few ships out here. She might come for help, but it's going to be too late. So by the time she arrives with her ships, we have already taken it. So in this case, that's what we want to do here. While the ship is on the way, we have another very nice thing, and that's the 2 ships of ship of the lines that I have here. I can sell them. 25,000. Oh, all right. It's cheaper than it used to be. So it was at 50,000. This is not much worth then anymore, right? 25,000 only for 2 ship of the lines. They're 50,000. A bit of money, not much, unfortunately. We're getting way more with the soap, right? So 200 tons of soap, that's 76,000 credits that we can sell here. So in that case, this is much more worth it. So it's a good thing that we have our soap up and running. Speaking of the soap, I think it's now the right time to create a new trade route, and this is the trade route from Sleepy Hollow up here to Wormways Prison. And in Wormways Prison, we're going to sell all the soap that we have in Sleepy Hollow. And by all, I mean all of it. Whatever we can find there. And my Royal Galleon is going to be on this route. We just need to find it now. It's this one here, Rangoon. Right, so from now on, we are always going to sell all the soap that we have in Sleepy Hollow. Of course, the people there will not be so happy about that, but the money is more important than that, right? We're going down here with the soap always just a bit, because the next soap is coming in right away. Don't forget that. We still have enough pig heads here, so I might just continue with upgrading the rendering works and the soap works. This should be fine. Right, as we can see, my fleet is now marching in. The harbor is desperately firing, but this will be a no... Well, as we can see, she's on the way now. She's trying to save what's there, but she will not be able to save this one. And I just love that sound. Right, while they continue with the bombardment, yep, right, we can actually set a minimum limit for that. So if we go for the soap, in this case here, we got 100 there in this case, and we can then also say, and we have it, island conquered, coming up like nothing else, and conquer this island. We also would have the chance of taking all the shares, but in that case we're going with the island itself. So this island is now neutral for 30 minutes. I'm going to send my ship of the lines back home, where we also have some defense, just in case she's trying to retaliate. And that's basically it. So with this we have drummed out here as well. And what we also have here in the new world is the commute pier for the people once I have my obreros. So we don't need to build several big cities, but Playa del Carmen will be just fine as our main city. And look at that, this little gunboat here is trying something, but that's not going to happen.
Fire left ruins behind.
Alright, let's also check the fire here real quick.
Your city has grown more
So that we can switch between all the ruins here that we have everywhere. And I think that's fine for now. Right, let's also set the minimum stock soap in Sleepy Hollow now to, let's say, 10. 10 is totally fine. So this is the minimum, so the ship can only take up to this point everything the soap is in store. And the rest it can sell. So there it's coming in now and taking how much soap? Oh, look at that. 80 tons of soap once again for Eli. This must be the cleanest prison in the world now, thanks to my soap production. Alright, my beautiful clipper Puerco Invicto is now arriving here in Drumtown as well. And we are going to unload quite a lot of stuff. And now, the cool thing is we do have a bit of a workforce here already. So I can now just place a road here, build myself a warehouse, and then we can have these plantations. A few of them at least. Right, so I'm aiming with 4. Let's just see how many fields there are. 128 fields it needs, so quite a lot. Right, so there we got one. I can squeeze in one here. I can definitely squeeze in 2 here in the back. And that's already all the plantations that I would ever need. They need a lot of fields, gotta say that. And this one here too. 128. Right, there we got the first ones. It's only costing us 40 jornaleros in workforce. They are now picking the bananas. And this must indeed be a beautiful work location just in general. When you have this view right in front of you. Some battling ships from time to time. And of course, on the other side, also Playa del Carmen. Now, of course, we do need a trade route for that. Puerco Invicto is going to be on this route. It's going to be quite a busy route after a while. So for now, we are just starting with the first good from Drumtown to Playa del Carmen. And we're going to say we want to get some plantain now. That we have quite a lot of that. While the plantain is now coming in, what we need to do next is the fish oil. So for the plantain, we do need some fish oil over here. We're going to need, I'm just going to place now 4 here. Doesn't mean we need 4, but I'm going with 2 for now. So as we can see, 30 seconds they produce each time. I'm having now, let's make 3 out of it. And now I can have at least 3 of these fried plantains. Let's just see, we have them, we actually could have them just here in this corner. So I'm going with 4 in this area. Right, we still also will need a fire station. And the fire station is in a good location there as well then for this gold mine here. And then we're just going to build all of it now. In fact, let's also build this fish oil there. This is a bit too much, of course. This is a bit like, this is 4 fried plantains now. That's a lot, but I've got the 4 poncho as well. So we should be fine on this. Now the plantain is coming in. That's the last resource already. And then we can upgrade the jornaleros to the obrero. Of course, they still want something that is the rum that I can provide later. What I can still do, however, is I can finish this area here. It's a bit of a waste because I'm pretty sure this marketplace is fine, but I'm just going to build another marketplace here as well to really get the maximum out of these houses there. And as we can see, there we have this one. I will not need this one anymore once I have paved roads, but we'll just see about that. It's not the end of the world. And also a few double layered roads there as well. Fitting in nicely. And also here. And probably what I will also need is a chapel in this region. We don't have, oh, up there we have a chapel, so here we are still missing one. Let's actually take this one here right away. It's a very good spot here for a chapel for all this area. Let's build the warehouse or the marketplace, and of course all of these people here now as well to reach in. So this city here is becoming something. Playa del Carmen. Looking forward to that. And look at that, Miss Hunt once again tries to attack my soap delivery. Or that I'm making some cash out of my soap. It's 2 of her flagships against 3 of mine. This is looking bad though. She's really picking on one of them. Let's attack. I will probably need more ship of the lines here. Let's produce 2 more. She's really trying to be as annoying as possible on all sides. I just love the sound of that. I just don't love it when one of my ship goes down. Alright, this one is going down. Alright, this was good. Actually, I did not lose a ship there. This one goes back to repair. And those 2 here stop pursuing and you go back to the trade route. Because we still need to sell more soap. But that was nice. Hugo, are you kidding me? Stop purchasing shares of my island. We can't have that. By the way, with each one of these shares, we also lose some income. Because I'm actually making some income with those shares at the moment. 900 per share. So every time he buys one of these, I'm losing income. And that means also that I would be in the negative then. The same thing could be applied to other shares. For example, Miss Hunt. This is how you could invest your money, by the way. If you purchase a share from Miss Hunt, you get 460 on your balance. Right? Because she's really good with her economy, it seems. And thus we could actually, make some cash out of purchasing shares. Here, Jing is even better. This price is pretty good there, 147,000. And we would get over 500 on the balance. So really good deal actually. If I have more money, if I had more money, I would actually buy more shares. And yes, we actually lost now one of our ship of the lines here. Alright, that means I will need to pause my trade route for a second. 2 of them are now being in construction, and I will also need to upgrade a few more houses here to get the workforce up. Need to be very careful though of how many. Right. But boy, this is not good. So we are going to need more. I probably should have not sold so many ship of the lines then, but still. Let's continue with Crown Falls. We have so much to do here, it's incredible. First of all, I will need another marketplace just over here in this area. Probably squeezed in between a few of those. Just fine. We have a few things here to do. First of all, the brick production is now in full swing, right? Oh, and new level up. Next up would be our steel beams production. Now this is cool because we now have the coal mine finally available. And this makes getting coal so much easier. And we do need coal as well for the Arctic then. And we have 7 coal deposits here, right? So up here where we have our sheep farms and our schnapps production, where we could also, for example, really quick check my schnapps output. Let's just increase that to almost the maximum then. We need to be very... Oh no, okay, we still have plenty of space there for our schnapps. And oh yeah, I need 3 more of these potato fields and then also the warehouse there to keep it even. Right, what we can do up here, we have 2 iron deposits, 2 coal deposits, even better than that. So we place a market or warehouse up there. And now all we need to do really is for the steel... the iron mine. Let's build 2 of them right away. And let's also build 2 coal mines. Now coal, yeah, we don't need that much coal. And they produce a lot of coal. And Lady Hunt has taken over an island that I don't know. This one here. We haven't even discovered that yet in the new world. So not my cup of coffee.
I wouldn't call these.
So, oh, and upgrading is happening soon, but we need to go back to Crown Falls real quick. And there we have now the coal mine, 2 of them, and 2 iron mines, right? So the ore is flowing and the coal. Now, we need to find us a suitable location for some heavy industry stuff, right? Where we're going to have the weapons industry, where we're going to have our coal industry, our iron industry in general, and this is the spot for it. It's a bit further away from everything. A few rivers separated from the city itself, so I think this is a good location for it. We do need to make this as optimal as possible though, because we don't have much space. We need to keep in mind also that we're going to need electricity here at some point, so the train. So I'm going to put here another 3-layered road once again, that goes then all the way up here. So this is where the train will continue on this road here, right? So it continues up there and then connecting here with this layer road again, and also with this one here into the city, so that we can supply the city with oil, electricity, and all that juicy stuff. And what we now need to do here is we need to have a few things. First of all, we need to have a bit of space for an electricity power plant. This is what I want to do here. Right, so in this little spot I can do this just fine. We can place one in here. The train is going right into it. Let's check it once again. Miss Hunt is actually taking over one of my islands that I haven't defended yet. Or she's backing off again, but I don't think so. My ships will not be there on time, but I will just take it back. She will not be able to build up a defense that quickly. This is just a bit annoying, and we don't need that island yet anyway, but still, we're going to take it back, of course. Now, let's go back today. I still need to plan that district here. Electricity. Another thing that we need to plan here is trade unions. We do need them to boost the outcome of the industry even further. We have the building already. There it is. So we can build a few of them. I want to have 2 of them at least. So we're going to have one here and one for this area then here, right? So we can just place it like that, for example. Or actually, wait a second. Overlapping radius. Let's just see. Yeah, like this is possible, right? So they can't overlap. So 2 of them in this area will be fine, so that we can use items here as well to further boost our outcome. Very important. Now, I'm going to continue. First of all, I'm going to look for my island. Look at that. What? We actually defended this island with just a warehouse. I don't believe it. The warehouse has just taken down the frigate. That's incredible. With 1% left on the morale, otherwise we would have lost it. Pretty cool. I think the incoming fleet saved the day. Right, so in that case, that was very good. And we might just... This is Jing. Where is Miss Hunt then with her ship? Well, I guess the ship is gone for some reasons. But we will just have our fleet now here in the center so we can quickly go to places. Very important. Now we still have the industry. Right, next is the furnaces. So this is our first building that we need. And for the furnaces, I would like to go here because this is the dirtiest industry that we can have. And it also will get the electricity here. So for the furnaces, first of all, once again, we're going to have another warehouse. And we're probably also squeezing in a warehouse here. And then I'm going to have these furnaces here. I'm going to need... I think at least 10 of them will be a good start. And here once again. This is actually more now. So actually 12 furnaces. That will be fine. We're going to need a lot of them and we want to boost them. So this is how we do this. Next up is my steelworks. Of them we don't need that many. We still do need a fair amount of them, but not so many. So I'm going to place 4 here. Right, 4 of them. We could even squeeze in a few more down here. Yeah, let's squeeze in one. Nah, I can't do that because here we do need the space for harbor buildings still. So I'm going to leave it at that. Right, so we got 4 of them to build our steel. beams. We don't, as I said, not need that many. Next up, we already have the windows then. So windows is the next production. And the windows we would have then need the glass makers and the lumberjack huts. So lumberjack huts, we have quite a few already, but I'm not sure that it's enough, right? When we look over them, it's certainly not enough, only when we don't have enough timber anymore. So here, I will have then my sand mines. So this should fit in nicely. Yep. And then I can have my glass production. One more thing that we still need is the weapons. So the weapons production I can also have here. And for the weapons, I might actually use this space here. That's not enough. I could use this space. There we would have space for one. Let's use this spot there. And this spot and this spot. 3 weapons will be fine. We can also boost this with electricity then and stuff like that. I have a lot of timber, so we need to spend a bit of that. Let's build the next peasants or the next farmers. And let's also upgrade the next houses. So right here in the center, we're going with a few more workers now. Just checking it here again. As we can see, it's still looking perfectly fine.
Grass is greener on the...
And last but not least, we can also now paint this area. Now for this area, there is once again the question. We have the harbor area then here. We have the train going to the harbor area, so we don't need a big street here anymore. Right, so that is fine. And since this is still the center of the whole city, more or less, I'm just going to copy this one here into it. And this we can now copy into this district there. Oh, because of that, wait a second. There is a 3-layered road thanks to the train, so I will need to get rid of it here. And then it's possible.
Gums bleed, but quickly heal.
Right, so we're going to have a few more here. And we can finish it off like this, or...
There's no forgiving, never.
Here we are also going to need some buildings anyway, so it's the marketplace once again. So let's just place as a marketplace here. We're going to need once again another pub for this area. And of course the usual suspects like a fire station. And also a police station. So now we are going to more or less implement them right away as usual. So there we have that. And here we can just finish it off with a few more houses there. And another block here going towards the pub.
Ship constructed.
Ah, very good. Another ship is coming in. That's that. Since we have the timber, this will be fun. So we just need to place or build now here those basic buildings. And then we can just take this whole row there. And have a whole new block of farmers there as well.